What's up, YouTube? Today we're gonna be installing the piston and cylinder on our YZ 125. Y'all see the old head gasket that we took off of here? It has two holes. Now this one at the centers, it only had one, so we're gonna try to open this here hole up so this gasket could be ready for to get our cylinder installed. We're gonna try to chisel it out. We couldn't cut it out because this gasket has wire in it. So Uncle Neffy actually came up with the idea. He said we gotta chisel this out of there. I said that's a good idea, Neffy. You little Neffy, you. Hey, I said Mr. Random Minded Carlo. Yeah, I had to show you what to do to get to all of them though.
You do that on the field, let grass every week though, especially the way it be raining. Shit real quick.
That's a good idea, Uncle Neffy. You might become a millionaire one day. You might.
Should have been doing it on the pavement.
You might come up with a business idea.
There you go, nigga. Always some other business thing. Ain't made no fucking money yet. At least, yeah.
Oh, damn. Alright, y'all. So we see we're gonna cut our other opening in there. Let's match it up to this other gasket. Close enough. Now I think I need to drill one of these holes. We could try, but I might need to drill them out. So I'm gonna try to go ahead and install this gasket, get the head on there, the cylinder on our block. Y'all see we got it. What's going on, YouTube? Today we back on the 125 and we're gonna be installing our cylinder, our piston, and also our head. So here we have our old head gasket, and this is the new one we had to notch out to get this here opening on this side of our gasket. All we did was lined it up, made a mouth, and we trimmed it out with a flathead screwdriver and a maul hammer on a flat surface. So we're gonna install our gasket. We have our new Wisco piston, forged performance ring piston right here. So before installing our gasket, we're gonna go ahead on and Alright guys, so now we're gonna go ahead on, get this gasket in place. And see we're a little tight on these corners, so we may have to drill these out. Fuck. Damn guys. Alright y'all, so y'all saw what happened with that. Trying to open up a hole, that's a big no-no. We would have been better opening it up like we did the gasket with the chisel setup, but that's okay. So we're just gonna put a little bit of this gasket sealing on this surface and give it a little wipe down, and we're just gonna use the original gasket. I mean, it should be fine. We shouldn't have any problems. That one was a little thicker at first, so maybe we'll get better compression. This one here is a softer gasket. So we just put a little gasket make on there. Alright y'all, now that we have our gasket maker, we're going to apply our gasket, the original gasket. We're going back with the original gasket, I repeat. Hopefully we don't tear this one. So we got the original gasket on. Now we have our cylinder head here. We're going to give it a little hit with our Alright, y'all, so we have here our wide scope piston. It came with our wrist pin and some new clips. So we're gonna be reusing the original needle bearing, and we're just gonna go ahead and lube him up with some penetrating oil, get him nice and lubed up. Get him nice and lubed, put him to the side. Go ahead and pop our new wrist pin open. We're gonna go ahead and put our needle bearing on our new wrist pin. It feels nice and good. Give it another little spray. We actually can go ahead on and put our needle bearing in place. We put a rag around our case so we don't want to drop anything in there. We just installed our needle bearing. Now we're gonna go ahead and install our clips in our piston. Y'all see it, guys. It is a little job. The ring keeps popping out on us, flying everywhere. Definitely got to keep your eyes on it once it pops out. Because once she shoots, she's gone. Alright, y'all. Y'all see that? We might have something here. Let's hope it doesn't pop out on us. We can try to get it down some more. Okay, it looks good. Now we're gonna work it around. Okay, so that's one C-ring that we have installed in our piston, and we're just gonna turn these notch outs around. I don't know if it really matters, but I like to put it to where they're on the closed side of that opening. Alright, guys, so we wind up turning it. As y'all can see, we turned our ring to where he's not coming out of there. So now we're gonna go ahead on and install our piston. Now, as y'all can see, we have our needle bearing in there already. So now we're gonna install this wrist pin here. We can spray it, spray it with a little. We can spray him with a little oil. Now we're gonna insert the piston with the arrow facing to the front of the motor, so that exhaust port is open, shooting to the back. So you're gonna line your piston up with your needle bearing roller and install your wrist pin. Alright, y'all, so we have the piston on and our wrist pin is fully against our circle clip on this side of the engine. So now we just have to work this one more clamp up in here, and we put this cloth inside our opening. So we're gonna do the same thing. Work it in there by that opening right there. And it is a little task, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, but you can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. So you see, we kind of got it started. Now we're gonna go ahead on and push our other end down. All right, see, that wasn't bad at all. Now we just push it in place, guys. Okay, we locked in there. We locked in there. Now we're gonna try to rotate it some. Okay, she did rotate. Alright, guys, so we rotated our clip. Our clips are fully engaged in there on both sides. Alright, guys, so now we're about to install our cylinder. You guys seen what we did with the Scotch-Brite. We just hit the some rough surfaces that we did have, and there is a little scarring, but it's not it's pretty smooth, as you can see, but it is scarred in some spots. So y'all get in that comment section, let me know if you think this thing gonna work. You see, it is scarred in some sections. So we're gonna give it a quick little blow down. Y'all know what happened with the gasket already. The new one that came in, we wound up ripping it with the drill, trying to bore out some holes. So we reusing the same one. So we just putting some gasket sealer on the bottom side of this cylinder, just to make sure we good and sealed up, guys. So we have the bottom of our cylinder surface tacked up with some gasket sealer. Now we on the piston ring. So y'all see the notch out right down the back of your piston. That's where your opening or your ring wants to go. So we're gonna go ahead on, slip this ring in place, and then we'll be ready to install our cylinder. So you just wanna start it and you see we have it on there, okay? Now it's time to install our cylinder, guys. You see these notches. This is the alignment guide right here for your piston. This will give you the opening to be able to squeeze that ring to get your piston ring to fall inside of your cylinder housing. So before we do that, we're just gonna hit our cylinder. Just gonna fill it up. Make sure everything's nice and smooth in there. So you give your ring a little squeeze. Just slide your piston right on there, guys. Okay. So we now have our cylinder installed. We're gonna go ahead on there. Now that we have the cylinder on, we're gonna go ahead on and install our nuts and lock this thing down. Alright guys, so we have our service rings in place. So we're gonna go ahead and install our head. Now that the head is on, we have our some copper washers we're gonna be installing on all the studs. Now you're gonna lock your head down with your nuts. Alright guys, we're gonna go ahead on and tighten them down in a star pattern. Alright guys, so we just showed y'all how to install the piston, the cylinder, and the head, along with some gaskets, repair gaskets. We had a little fail, but we got it on. We did pretty good for the most part. So here goes the engine. Pretty soon We're gonna be putting this thing on this bike.
You got it on?
So the next thing we're gonna be doing, we're gonna be installing this cover right here for our valves. We're gonna be installing this valve cover, brand new valve cover gasket. We cleaned it up some, so let's go ahead and get this thing installed. Alright, so we have that in place. Now we're gonna go ahead on and install this our valve linkage. So we're gonna pull it up a little bit, get that in place, and we're gonna lock it down. We just said bolt and washer. I'm not gonna put my cover on right now because I want to get the circle in wrench and tighten up those cylinder bolts. So we're gonna snug him up. I'm just gonna hold it. Okay, so we got that pretty snug. Now we also install our bracket up here to be able to hang the motor. You'll see we have the frame set up with our swing arm. Our shock is on the swing arm. Our rear linkage, that's bolted on. So we're gonna try to set the motor on this bike and get